Good morning, brothers and sisters. Thank you, Alma. We normally create a circle of relationship, be that circle of friends, circle of familiar people, circle of whatever. What is the purpose of creating a circle? I know all of us have our own circle of people. You have your circle of friends. What is the purpose of that? The purpose of creating a circle is to feel belong, to be accepted, to be loved, to be encouraged. But consider this, brothers and sisters. Who are the people who belong to that circle? Do you know them? Do you know their stories? Do you know their background? There is always a risk when you join a circle of people. Just like when you join St. Peter Chapels, there was a risk. You don't know what's going to happen when you enter. I'm saying this because when Jesus called his disciples, the people he chose to be community of disciples or circle of friends, there was a risk he was taking. Did Jesus know that one of them would betray him? Alam ba niya may magbe-betray sa kanya? Alam ba niya na may magde-deny sa kanya? Alam ba niya yon? Halimbawa, kayo din. Nagkaroon kayo ng mga kaibigan. Alam niyo ba kung mayroong magbe-betray sa inyo? O sabihin na natin hindi kaibigan. Nag-asawa kayo. Alam niyo ba itong mapapangasawa mo ay mananatili sa'yo habang buhay? You never know. Right? You will only know once you are there. And what is the purpose of, again, creating a circle? Because we want to have, nako, ito importante sa lahat. We want to have a safe environment. Gusto natin magkaroon ng isang safe environment. Gusto natin magkaroon ng safe relationship. Tama po ba ako? Ang tanong, safe pa ba hanggang ngayon? For those who are married, naging safe ba ang marriage ninyo? Nagkaanak na kayo? O kaya naman nagtagal kayo sa trabaho, feeling safe pa rin ba? Kita niyo? But let us go to Jesus' experience. When Jesus was with the disciples, He created a safe place, a safe environment among them. Pero Jesus knew, He knew, and this was the risk He took. He knew that some of them, kaya nga binanggit niya sa gospel kanina, He knew some of them would desert Him. Alam niya, may pakiramdam siya, iiwan siya eh. May pakiramdam siyang ganon, iiwan niyo ako. Pero ganun pa man, iwan niyo ako, I will stay with you. Grabe. Remember, I told you once, I asked you a question, may condition ba ang pagmamahal? Di ba, tinanong ko kayo niyan minsan, nag-survey tayo. May ilan sa inyo nagsabi, merong dahilan ang pag-ibig. May reason ang pag-ibig. Pero sinabi ko sa inyo, kung titignan natin ng Panginoon, wala siyang dahilan eh. Wala siyang, why? Because He posed no condition in His love. When He was betrayed, when He was denied, when He was deserted by His circle of friends, He did not take it personal. Binalikan niya sila. Ano ba yung nakita ni Jesus sa mga to na kahit na iniwan, nandun pa rin siya? Di ba tayo ganito? Pag tayo ay binitray ng isang tao, dininay tayo ng isang tao, ano ang sasabihin natin? this is it. I do not deserve this. Let us stop the relationship. Ako, marami po. You know, I'm dealing with married people, no? Marami gumibap na. Pero sinasabi ko, why don't you give yourselves a chance? Mag-marriage encounter kayo. Halimbawa, sample lang. Some, they made it. They overcame, the struggle. But some, they decided to definitely end the relationship. Bakit? They don't feel safe anymore. Pero yung Panginoon, iba eh. Ang ginawa niya, iniwan siya, nasaktan siya, pero sabi niya, at the end, you will have trouble in the world. Now, let's talk about trouble. No? Ano bang trouble ito? Is it something outside? Or is it something inside of us? Maraming trouble, tayo ang gumawa. Ang tawag sa atin, troublemaker. Diba? Kasi nga, bakit? We made our trouble, so we made the trouble. So we are troublemaker. But there is another trouble that is outside of us. People, we are not in control, and they are creating trouble. Who are these people who are creating trouble? Probably these people who envy us, who are jealous of us, and they create stories or fake news against us. That is another trouble. But Jesus said, I have overcome. What made him to say, I have overcome? Psychology would say, when you are being put into the spot and people talk against you, don't take it personal. Why? Because it's not you who have a problem, especially if you have clear conscience. It's their problem. Whatever it is that they do against you is a reflection of who they are. Kaya pag tayo, may mga nagagalit sa atin, may naninira sa atin, mag-post tayo, huwag kagad tayo mag-react. Kasi ang problema, nag-react kagad tayo. We take things personal without realizing that it's not our problem, it's not our trouble, it's their problem. The problem which they cannot acknowledge and they project to us. Yan. Pinoproject sa atin yung problema nila. At tayo naman, dito tayo magkakaroon ng problema. When we agree. When we agree. Pag kami naninira sa atin, tapos nag-agree ka, ikaw na yon. Sabi sa'yo, alam mo, ang sama ng ugali mo. Tapos sinasabi mo sa sarili mo, hindi naman ako masama eh. The moment you don't acknowledge it, hanggang dun lang yon sa labeling or accusation. Pero, pag sinabi mong, oo nga, mukhang masama ako. Ayun, masama ka na. Bakit? Because you agree. Marami tayong mga ginawang agreements sa mga tao na sinisira tayo. Kaya si Jesus, sabi niya, when I have overcome the world, ang daming accusation sa Kanya. Did He agree? He did not. Pag the moment you don't agree with all the accusations that can possibly create trouble, yung mga hindi mo in-acknowledge, bumabalik sa nag-a-accuse. Bumabalik yan sa nag-a-accuse. And you are at peace. When Jesus said, I have overcome the world, precisely, He overcame the world because, first, He was true to Himself. Number two, because He was very much close to the Father. Kaya nga sinabi niya at a certain portion of the gospel text, iwanan niyo ako, pero hindi ako mag-isa. Because the Father is always with me. Di ba ganun tayo sa buhay natin? May mga time, pag nandun ka sa trouble, parang ikaw na lang mag-isa. Mga tao na, parang ako lang yata may problema. Buti pa sila, walang problema. Minsan nakakarinig ako ng mga taong ganito no? Sinasabi, buti pa sila, walang problema. Kasi marami taong nakikita, tumatawa lang yan. Kadalasan yung palatawa, yan ang may problema Bakit? because they put a mask. Kaya di ba karamihan ng mga comedian, they put a fake face to show that they're okay. But actually, deep inside, they are struggling. They are struggling. Example, si Robin Williams, a good comedian. Since 1979 pala, nag-undergo na siya ng depression. Pero, people never understood that he was going through it until he committed suicide. And to the shock of the world. Bakit? Dahil meron pala siyang pinagdaraanan. Nakita nyo? Kaya, the point here is, when Jesus tell us about having the courage, precisely because He was able to overcome the world. Kaya sa atin siguro, baliknan uli po natin yung ating circle of friends, circle of people we are close with. May mangyayaring posibleng mangyari. Kaya alam nyo maganda sa circle of friends natin, pwede ba tayong magkakilalanan mabuti? Alam nyo, para maging maganda yung at makakreate tayo ng isang safe relationship, magkakilalanan tayong mabuti. Alamin nating mabuti ang ating pinagdaraanan. Mag-sharing tayo. Alam nyo, pag tayo ay nag-share ng ating pagkatao sa isa't isa, at may mga tumatanggap sa atin kung sino tayo, you know what happens? We make that circle a circle that generates positive energy. It becomes a blessing and reinforces what we call the safe environment and relationship. Kaya ito yung tanong ko sa inyo Meron akong question sa inyo Do you consider your circles here as safe? Feeling safe ba kayo? Ganon. You are here in the company. Do you feel safe? Alam nyo, maganda rito sa inyo kasi nag-i-start kayo lagi ng prayer no? Just like this. Why? Because when we have this kind of prayer, we are calling God to come unto us and to open our hearts and minds so that He can be given a space, so that God can be given a space in us to create that safe place within us. Kaya mas masarap magtrabaho pag nakakaramdam tayo na tayo ay safe. Hindi tayo nagtitingin na sa isa't isa na may suspicion. Alam mo, ang hirap magtrabaho, pag nagtitinginan tayo, may suspicion. Yung bang, di ba, pag may tumitingin sa'yo, ano tinitingin-tingin mo dyan? Kinakabahan tayo, bakit? Para may suspicion Pero it's not, no? The fact that we have this kind of feeling, why? Because we don't feel safe. Alam nyo, ngayon, pinag-uusapan ngayon lagi ang safe environment. Kasi sa bansa natin ngayon, hindi tayo safe. Tignan nyo na lang nangyari sa Senado, sa Senate. Hindi safe doon. Pero nagke-create ng isang unsafe environment to create the impression na we are under attack so that we can create a scenario. Simple lang pala ang nangyari. Pinakawalan lang naman pala si Bato. That's all. That is the script. Whether you agree or not, that was the script. And now, people are saying, are we safe? If our Senate is not safe, if our government is not safe, where in the world are we safe? Marami ngayon nag-cancel ng mga travels Bakit? May gera pa rin sa Middle East We never know when will this end. Pero this is what I would like to encourage you, my dear brothers and sisters. Can you create a space? Begin a safe place in your life. Magsimula kayo ng creating a space in your life. And then create a safe place in your family. Doon mag-start na tayo. Create a safe place here in this community, in this company. At least, if we can have and secure that safe place, gaganda pa buhay natin. Huwag na tayong tumingin lagi sa lugar na walang safe, walang safety. No? But at least, we can start creating that space within us. Kaya nga sinabi ng Panginoon, you may have troubles in the world, but I have overcome. Because I have kept the safe space within me. And that safe space within me, no one can disturb. No one can create trouble. Why? Because that safe space has to do with God living in me. When God lives in you, when God you accept as your Lord, Savior, then you are in a safe space. Let us continue to work together so that that safe space will stay on. Kaya pag tayo, may mga kaibigan kayo, magkakasama kayo, kumakain kayo, nag-uusap-usap kayo, magandang usapan ninyo. You feel love, you feel accepted, you feel belong. Anong tawag dyan? Safe space. Kaya kayo, pag nagsasama kayo, may kaba kayo lagi, you are not safe. Hindi kayo safe. Kaya tandaan niyo yan, pagka nagkakatipon-tipon kayo at masaya kayo, okay yun, safe kayo. Pero pag lagi kayo magkasama, lagi kang may kaba, you're not safe. So kung hindi ka safe, bakit ka pa nandyan? Malis ka na lang dyan. Diba? Ganun lang yun eh. If you don't feel safe, then better that you get out. Unless you have the courage, meron kang lakas na loob to make it safe. Just like you, parents, kung may mga magulang dito, are your family safe with you? In your relationship, do you feel safe with each other? We can go on, no? In all areas of life. No? Because God has come to us to create that safe space in us. Remember what He said if you attended the Mass yesterday? I am with you till the end of the world. Meaning to say, God stays with us and make sure that others, the place that we are in is always safe for us. Good day, and God bless you all.
God is good all the time. Thank you for joining us today. View our past broadcasts on our Facebook page, St. Peter Community, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Like, share, and hit the bell.